Kurt Wilson. I'm from Derry, New Hampshire, and I watch the Astute Tourist Channel.
Well, good morning. This is our good friend, Mr. Wilson. He watches the Astute Tourist Channel. Good morning to everybody. It is June 21st. It is the first day of summer, 2022. My name is Jimmy, and welcome to the live stream. And I see that Shirley is with us this morning. Good morning, my friend. How are you? Hope all is well. I have my favorite cup of joe, of course. I hope you have a cup of your tea and you enjoy that as we sit here for the next 30 minutes or so. And we got some interesting facts about June 21st. Actually, it's called excuse me, onthisday.com. And we're going to talk about things in history on this day, June 21st, throughout history. So should be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's morning. It came again. The sun is out and the sky is somewhat blue. It's been rather cold here in the Northeast. It's been unseasonably cool. It's more like fall temperatures than summer, although the days have been warm. It's been in the 70s. It was in the 50s overnight. Of course, we're talking Fahrenheit. And yeah, hopefully the weatherman says that it's going to get it's going to start to warm up as the week goes on, and we'll be right back into the summer temperatures by the end of the week. They're talking close to 90 degrees, so that's the kind of summer temperatures I'm looking for. Some people may not like them because it's too hot, but I enjoy the heat. As you know, if you're a fan of the show, you know that I do enjoy the hot weather. This part of the country is it's not conducive for the type of weather I like, but we're here, like it or not, and we'll make the best of it while we're here. I'd like someday to head out where it is warmer. But anyway, so we are here today. I got my Support America, Buy American, Made in the USA t-shirt on today, and I'm supporting my flag right here, of course, like I do every day. And we'll just we'll hang out. So good morning to everybody, and this is a rare Tuesday morning where we don't have anybody in the chat right now. I don't see anyone, but good morning nevertheless. We yesterday was a full day back from work. Oh, there is Shirley. Good morning to you. I'm not showing anybody in the chat, but you're here. So good morning, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Yesterday was my first full day back to work. It wasn't a bad day, but you know, a bad day fishing is better than a good day at work, as they say. But work was work. There wasn't anything too outstanding as far as incidents go or emergencies. We had a few typical medical calls. It's usually older people not feeling well, and they took a ride to the hospital. But we never use the Q word, if you know what that means. The Q word. In my business, we never use it because that will certainly jinx you and set up your day for a very busy day. But hopefully we'll have a day filled with not too many events at work. But so let's get right into it. Well, how's things in Newfoundland? How's the weather there? It is actually the first day of summer. It's the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, as they say. I've noticed that it's been staying light until about 8:45, 9 o'clock at night. That would be my time, Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully, you're enjoying some good weather and it's not too cool there. Um, I was on a channel a couple weeks ago. Thunderstorms were decent. Yeah, so you got the weather that we had um, over the weekend. We had some thunder showers and a lot of wind. It was really windy over the weekend. I had to lower. We use an easy up pop up tent when we go camping, and I had to lower the thing down one evening just because I was afraid it was going to blow away. Uh, but today it looks pretty nice out today. It looks like it's going to be a decent day. I was going to say that a couple weeks ago I was on a YouTube channel called forgive me, the Garden State Gardener. His name is Joe. He's got a great channel. He grows a lot of peppers. Hey Brandon, how are you, my friend? Good morning to you. Glad to see you in the chat. Brandon is here and Shirley is here. So I was talking about Joe and the Garden State Gardener, and I just happened to get into one of his live streams, and so like I said, he grows peppers, and I was by getting or signing up for his live stream, I was eligible for a giveaway. Well, make a long story short, I won some seeds to grow some peppers, so we planted those yesterday, and I'm excited to see how they're going to grow and what they're going to be like. I forget the name of them peppers, but it's kind of a bushy pepper with these little tiny red and yellow peppers on it. I'm excited. Speaking of peppers, you're going to make tacos later. Right on. Peppers are awesome. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I don't get involved in any of that. You know, I'm all about the love and let's just get along. And, um, you know, that's why I have good moderators. We don't deal with drama here. And, but I'm glad that things are working out better for you. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Congrats. Hopefully the peppers will grow and we'll get a good amount of them. And maybe I can get I'll get Nick, my son Nick, up on one of the streams, and he can eat some peppers live. I'm not big on a lot of spicy stuff, but I'm not sure how spicy these peppers are actually. But we'll see. We'll see how they are. We do grow a garden. So far, we have, let's see, well, we have an herb garden. We have all kinds of stuff in that, sage and thyme and um, uh, basil. We have green beans growing. We have tomatoes and peppers growing. We have squash plants and eggplant. And good morning, Blaine. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. I am doing fantastic. I hope you're doing good this morning. Glad to see you here at this early hour. It's 6:29 a.m. and we're celebrating the first day of summer, the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. And I look forward to this day and I dread this day because I know every day after this, we have a little bit less sunlight, which will bring us into what comes next. So I'm not a big fan of that time of year, but we're going to make the best of it, enjoy it. So summer is just beginning, and let's see, what do I got planned for the summer? I have several shows with my band planned, some outdoor stuff. We're going to go back to Maine for a show. actually, this weekend coming up Sunday, we're supporting a group uh, out of southern New Hampshire that supports homeless veterans. It's called uh, the Homeland Heroes Organization. And what they do is they raise money. Like I said, they help veterans in need with whatever they need, trying to get them a place to live, trying to help them get furniture or buy food and things like that. So it's a great organization. We'll be supporting them Sunday. It's going to be in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, at a place called Gibbs Garage. It's actually a restaurant, which is kind of cool. It's like automobile themed, and Gibbs used to be a chain of gas stations that was here in the Northeast, and I think they've taken one of those and they've turned it into a restaurant. So it's going to start around 9 a.m. They're going to be doing I think a poker run um, with motorcycles. So, and it's actually going to be a good day. So my band will be playing there. I think we probably start around 11 o'clock, and lunch follows, and then a bunch of raffles and that. It should be a good day. That's going to be Sunday, this Sunday coming up, which is what's the date on Sunday? I don't have my phone with me, but I think it's like the 26th, right? Tomorrow's the 22nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 27th. Yeah, that's it actually is a good thing. We've done a few things with this group. We've played a couple events for them. We actually went to a masquerade ball that they had back, I think it was in February or March, which was a lot of fun. We dressed up in kind of a Mardi Gras theme. Everybody had masks on, and there was a lot of raffles and a lot of things that happened that night. And they had live entertainment, and it was a lot of fun. So we'll be doing that this weekend. Like I said, we're going, I think the end of July, we're going to be up in Maine again for a show there in a town called Cornville, believe it or not. All my friends are like, "Is that actually a real town?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's Cornville. It's a real town." But so we're doing that in July. We're actually there's another uh, establishment. Good morning, Najuma. How are you, my friend? Thank you for coming in. I hope you had a good weekend. Thank you, Blaine. Thanks for coming in, my friend. I appreciate it. You enjoy your day, and like you say, keep spinning and winning, sir. We'll see you at the next one. The Ingalls family are in. Hey, good morning. How are you? What's with this chilly weather we're having here in NH? Although they're saying, like I said earlier, it's supposed to get warmer by the end of the week. So let's do this. We're going to talk about the 21st of June. It's the first day of summer. It is the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. And we're going to talk about this day in history. So let's see. In the year 68, the Roman general Vespasian, he conquered Jericho during the Great Jewish Revolt. I guess that's not something to celebrate unless you were a Roman. 48 this morning. Yeah, right? I know it's cold. It was in the 50s here. Let's see what else happened on the 21st of June. In the year 1307, Kublai Khan is enthroned as emperor of China and the seventh great Khan after defeating rival factions and succeeding his uncle Timur Khan. Okay, well, that was dandy, I guess. In the year 1529, June 21st, 1529, Queen Catherine of England speaks against her marriage's annulment at the Blackfriars Legatine Court. And she was married to Henry VIII. So what do you suppose happened to her? I have a feeling I know what happened to her. Off with her head, perhaps? I don't know. Got my coffee, my astute coffee mug. I'm still working on the giveaway. I have 2 of these to give away. And once I get some time, it's crazy. You guys find it hard to find time? I do. I can't find the time to do much these days. I have a couple videos I need to edit. Things just keep getting in the way. But back to the giveaway, we're going to be announcing that soon, and it'll probably run for a couple weeks. We're going to collect some data from you, and then everybody that does send some stuff into us, we're going to put your name into the Wheel of Fortune, and you can win some prizes. We'll have some other prizes too that day, and we'll see about sending them out. I'm not sure if I should limit it to U.S. U.S. residents only, just because of the shipping, but we'll see. So don't fret, Shirley. I think you're close enough to me where the shipping wouldn't be so bad. I don't know about shipping to Cyprus, though, where Dawn's at. That could cost some money. So we may have to limit it to U.S. Residents or within so many miles of where I sit. But that'll be a lot of fun. It certainly will. I think it'll be great. So let's move on. In the year 1547, in Moscow, the Great Fire of Moscow took a third of the largely wooden city. It destroyed it, and it killed 2,000 to 3,000 people in 1547 in Moscow. Doesn't sound like a lot of fun to me. Not a lot of fun at all. If any of you guys want to come up on the panel, let me know. Here is the link. Come on up. We'll get you in the green room and we'll get you right up. I always love having people on the panel. It helps make me look good. No, actually, it's good to have you guys in. Good morning, Paul. How are you? Thank you, sir. You don't have a good signal today, but you got me shared out. Thank you, my friend. We appreciate that. Let's see what else is going on here. Anything that would be something we know. Well, here's something. In 1675, the foundation stones were set for London's St. Paul's Cathedral. In 1675, they started construction of St. Paul's Cathedral. Has anybody been to St. Paul's Cathedral in England? In London? I've never been to London, so I don't have any thing to tell you about that place. If Dawn was here, she probably could. I think she lived in London for some time. Here's something for you, Shirley. In 1734, in Montreal, New France, Quebec, black slave Marie Joseph Angelique, having been convicted of arson that destroyed much of the city, is tortured and hanged by the French authorities in a public ceremony. Yikes. They convicted her of arson. They burned down much of the city, Montreal, in Quebec, Canada. I wonder if she did it, or if they used her as a scapegoat. You never know. Here's another one close to where you're at. In 1749, the town of Halifax, Nova Scotia, is founded by the British. It sparks Father Le Letour's War. Not familiar with that war. But anyway, here's something that's important to me always. In 1788, the U.S. Constitution comes into effect when New Hampshire is the 9th state to ratify it. So today, June 21st, in 1788, New Hampshire ratifies the U.S. Constitution. And like I said, that's something that I hold near and dear to me. Um, I don't know if you figured it out by now, but I love my flag and I love my country, and that's especially being from New Hampshire. We were the ninth state to ratify the Constitution. Why did it take so long? It was only 13, I believe, at the time. So maybe they were a little more after that. I'm not sure, but I don't know. How's everybody doing? You got your coffee? Got your favorite drink? Like I said, it is the first day of summer. Anybody got any good summer plans? What's everybody doing for the summer? Did everybody did you watch any of the Helping Hands for Cruisathon over the weekend? I know Najuma was there. She followed along for several of them. I believe I saw you during my live stream. Are you all familiar with that cause? I don't know if you are. There's only 3 of us here today, so I think most of you are familiar with it. We talked about it yesterday. In fact, Sean from Down Under Cruisers and Kenny Oaks was in. The Ford Man, aka Kenny Oaks. He is one of my partner channels and my main moderator. He was in yesterday, so we talked a lot about that. Let's see what else is going on here. 1792, Vancouver meets Spanish ships Sutil and Mexicana off of Vancouver, British Columbia. Let's get something good here. In 1824, the Greek War of Independence, Egyptian forces capture Sara in the Aegean Sea. Well, that wasn't good for Greece, was it? Anybody have any interesting facts of anything about June 21st? This is supposed to be pretty interesting, but so far I'm not very interested, I'll be honest. In 1877, on this day, the Molly Maguires, 10 Irish immigrants, are hanged at the Schuylkill County in Carbon County, Pennsylvania prisons. Jeez, the Molly Maguires. Who were they? Were they a band or a band of ruffians? That's a good question. A band or a band of ruffians? I don't know, but it's a lazy morning here this morning. For some reason I'm having trouble waking up. I have the brain fog today. Not sure what's going on, but I've had it recently. I'm sure it's nothing. You guys wake up with brain fog? I know I do. It takes me several cups of coffee to get rolling along. This is my second cup of the day. And it takes me a little bit to get going, but let's see. Don't forget tomorrow is hump day, and we'll have all our hump day festivities complete with camels. And we're losing them. We're down to 2. We didn't get not a very good showing today, Shirley. Not sure what's happening, but that's okay. I guess these interesting facts aren't very interesting, are they? I know I'm not too interested in them, but hey, what are you gonna do? They all can't be winners, right? I hope you're gonna have a good day today. Glitter bombs to you. Glitter bombs to all of you who are left in the stream. It is 6:44. We got another 6 minutes or so before we before we call it a morning. Let's see. Oh, Boston Red Sox in 1916. So this is important to me, being a Red Sox fan and being here in New England. Red Sox pitcher Ruby Foster no hits the New York Yankees 2-0 at Fenway Park. 1916. And Fenway Park had only been there for 4 years. It was built in 1912. It was hailed as one of, or is hailed as one of baseball's most beloved ballparks. Fenway Park in Boston, Mass. If anybody likes baseball, I have a couple videos that we put out on Fenway Park. One of them actually gives you a brief, short history of the park and some of the most famous players. Did you know that Babe Ruth played for the Boston Red Sox? If you're a baseball fan, I'm sure you know that. And several other famous people, famous ball players. Let's see. We're going through a whole list. By the way, this is from onthisday.com website. New York Yankees. In 1939, the New York Yankees announced Lou Gehrig's retirement after doctors reveal he has amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS, or they named the actual disease Lou Gehrig's disease after him. Hell of a thing to be named after. One of the baseball's great players, Lou Gehrig. Heck of a way to go. ALS is a terrible thing. Disease of the brain. Not good at all. In 1940, Germans occupiers disband Dutch State General Council of State. In 1940, the first successful west to east navigation of Northwest Passage begins at Vancouver, British Columbia. In 1941, the second French troops occupied Damascus, Syria. An Asian record for temperatures in 1942 in Tyrat Zevi, Israel. 129 degrees Fahrenheit, 54 degrees Celsius. Ay, ay, ay. Talk about being able to cook an egg on a road. Okay, Najuma, thank you. I'm glad you're still here chiming in. That's a tough thing sometimes, getting the kids up for school. I can remember trying to get my kids up for school, and some mornings were rougher than others. The kids just didn't want to get up sometimes. I can remember being a school-aged boy myself, and my mother would come in with a cold face cloth and put it under the covers on me to wake me up. In 1942, U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt and British Prime Minister Winston Churchill arrive in Washington, D.C. Good mornings, loved you. How are you? Good evening to you, my friend. Long time no see. I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. I hope the puppies are good, and don't ever apologize for being late. Don't apologize for not coming in. We know you got things to do. We all have things to do, but I'm glad you took a few moments of your day to come in and say hi to us. But no apology necessary. None necessary at all. We're talking about historic events on this date, which is June 21st. Good morning, V. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I'm sorry I couldn't stay in your live stream yesterday for long. You come up right after I finish mine, and then I got to get ready for work. But I did want to come in and say hi quickly to you. In the panel, Kenny had just left here and then went over to you, and you're up Mondays and you're up on Thursday mornings, I believe, right? What's up? Sean Heffernan is in the house, better known as Hefty. Hi, Sean. Good morning to you, sir. I saw you you called me last night, and I'll give you a call today. I'll follow up on that. We were a little busy last evening, so. But I want to welcome everybody in. We were talking interesting facts. It is the first day of June. We all set our times to suit our needs. Yep, Monday and Thursday a.m. I'm going to try to do some evening ones. It's hard because when I get out of work, I either have band practice or I'm trying to edit videos. I also have, being a musician, I have a new, it's an effects pedal. It's a looper. Basically, it records the things that you play and then it plays them back, and then you can overdub things over that. So you can actually create a whole song by yourself. And it's still in the box. I got it last week and I haven't had the time to pull it out and start working with it. So time is tough to get a hold of and find time for myself, but it is what it is, right? That's right, V. Happy summer solstice. That's what we were talking about today. Is the first day of summer, June 21st. And it is the longest day of the year. It's going to stay light until who knows when, just about 9 p.m. here in the Northeast. And then the days will slowly begin by a few seconds, get shorter and shorter. So let's enjoy this summer while it's here. And like I said, we're on thisday.com, and we're talking about June 21st. And in 1942, on this day, the Germany's Panzer Army, led by Erwin Rommel, takes Tobruk in Libya in North Africa. So World War II, German World War II Field Marshal Erwin Rommel in his Panzer Army, which was a bunch of tanks. The Panzers were tanks. Anybody that knows World War II history. In 1945, the U.S. defeated the Japanese forces on Okinawa, which basically ended the war. In 1946, 10 die in a fire at the Baker Hotel in Dallas, Texas. And that is something that I learned about as a young firefighter at the fire academy. One thing we do is because we're somewhat want to learn from our mistakes. The Baker Hotel fire in Dallas was one that we did learn about. We've learned about a lot of fires that have happened throughout history in this country. The Triangle Shirtwaist Fire being one of them. And more recently, it's morning and I have the brain fog. The Station nightclub fire in Rhode Island, which killed 100 people. Terrible, tragic. Fire is a terrible thing. It can be good, but it can be bad. You know, we use fire. It's like I teach in some of my prevention classes. Fire is a good thing. You know, the first cave people, they use fire to heat their caves and cook their food. And we use it for the same today. We cook our food with it and we heat our homes with fire. We use fire for industrial purposes, and it can be a very good thing, but you need to respect it. And fire it's alive. It's like a living thing. It breathes and it eats. And if you don't respect that fire, it can turn against you and it can do some bad things to you. So, so Sean is saying that his grandfather teaching young kids how to fly. So I don't know if it was on this day or not, but Sean has an interesting history. He is of German descent. His mother was a German immigrant to the United States, a lovely woman. I loved her a lot, and a nice lady. But her father, He was a German pilot, and during World War II, well, before, during, and after, he taught pilots um, in World War II and before that. So he was a pilot, he was a teacher, and he flew during the war. And so that's Sean's history, and he has a lot of things. Like there was a knife that I remember him having that belonged to his grandfather. What are some of the other things that you have, Sean, that were your grandfather's? I wish we had a way to show them, but that's a pretty cool history for him. And most of us living here in this country have descendants that fought in the war for the U.S., but Sean actually had family that fought for Germany back in the day, long before any of us were born. Um, but that's a very cool history, and it's actually one of my friends. So that's pretty neat to learn about. I'm a history guy anyway, so. All right, let's do a couple more here before I get rolling. Heading out to work. In 1950, Joe DiMaggio hits his 2000th hit. Joe DiMaggio. We've had a few baseball things brought up during this day, June 21st. In music history, in 1955, Johnny Cash debuts top 10 country song, Cry, Cry, Cry. Any country fans out there? Johnny Cash, country fans? I am certainly. The Man in Black, right? Let's see what else here. Moving up into history. 1964, Phillies pitcher Jim Bunning hurls a perfect game as Philadelphia beats the New York Mets 6-0 on Father's Day at Shea Stadium. Father's Day, 1964. 1964 was a really great year, and I'll tell you why. It was the year I was born. June of 1964. So, all right, so Sean's saying chest pain. He had chest pain? Oh, I bet it's a pin. A chest pin, perhaps? A gold cigarette case. Yeah, you have some things of his. I've seen them, pictures of his plane. And in 1965, in men's golf, Gary Player of South Africa beats Australian Kel Nagel by 3 strokes in an 18-hole playoff to win the only U.S. Open title. He completes his career Grand Slam at the age of 29. Imagine completing your career at 29. In 1966, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf came out, starring Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. She wins Best Actress in 1967. What else? Whoop. I just lost the website. Music premiere. Dmitri Shostakovich 14th Symphony premieres in Moscow. In 1971, 50,000 people attend the Celebration of Life rock concert in McRae, Louisiana. Performers include Chuck Berry, Stephen Stills, War, John Sebastian, and Delaney and Bonnie. 50,000 people. Huge. Good morning, 1970s Tiger. How are you? Sean, you're not having chest pain, are you? I hope he's not having chest pain. I think he meant chest pin. So we were talking about things that his grandfather had left him. So my goodness, look at the time. We'll do one more. In 1975, Elton John, the Eagles, and the Beach Boys play to 72,000 fans at Wembley Stadium in London. So there you go. Thank you for coming in. We've had an eclectic group of people in the chat today. I really love and appreciate all of you guys. Nazi chest pain? You're trying to say pin, right? It's that autocorrect. Chest Pin. Good morning to you, my friend. So it's 7 o'clock. I got to get going. I'm running a little behind, but I appreciate everybody coming in as always. If anybody's going live today, I'm going to look for you out there, and I'll try to stop in and say hello. Don't forget positive mental attitude. Like I say every day, PMA saves your day. I am living proof that it really works. Positive attitude and positive energy pushes out the negative attitudes and the negative energy, and it really will help you. It'll help you through your day. Live one day at a time, and be positive. Don't forget this right here, my flag, and remember your flag, regardless of where you're from. People have sacrificed a lot for the flags that we have, and they're so important. And I just think about our veterans and the first responders that are out there putting their safety to protect ours. So big shout out to them. Big shout out to you. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. We'll be back again tomorrow morning at 6:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to wish everybody peace and love from deep down in my heart. My name is Jimmy. I'm your astute tourist, and we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.